Hey, welcome back to another episode of Ryan M Outdoors. I'm doing some fishing today, and I got a kayak that my wife got me for Christmas. I'll leave a link right here up above. You can click on that for a video of the kayak that I took out with my brother-in-law in Omaha. We were the outdoor army and went in that kayak and had a good time. So kind of showed you how to air it up and how all that works. But we're gonna take my kayak now, and for the first time, and go right out here to this pond and try to maybe catch some fish or just figure out our kayak. So we're gonna go have a good time and have a relaxing afternoon out on the water. So come on and let's go get on the water. Here we go. If you've watched any of my ice fishing videos, I'm usually pulling a sled with my all my ice fishing gear in it. So I decided to go ahead and use it for my kayak. That way I can kind of drag it all the way out to the pond from the parking spot, and seems to be working pretty well. So if you got one of these sleds, I recommend getting one of those. I got this at Cabela's, and I'll leave a link at the end of the description, and you can click on that if you want to get a sled to haul around your blow up kayak. Okay, this looks like a nice spot to go ahead and get the kayak blown up and get it out here on the water and take a fishing pole and see if we can't catch some fish. All right, I have a 4D Coleman quick pump that I'm gonna air up some of the small parts of the kayak. And then I'm going to use this hand pump that the kayak comes with. It's a double quick 2 high output air pump by Intex. And I'm going to blow up the big chambers with it and go from there. Each of these chambers that I'm going to blow up come in a sequence listed 1 through 5. So I'm just going to go in order, and they engineered this for those to go in order, so that's definitely what you need to do if you get one of these kayaks. Chamber number 1 is going to be the very bottom part of it. The first chamber, which is the bottom, filled up. Chambers 2 and 3, which are the 2 sides, and now I gotta do 4 and 5, which are the 2 ends. We'll get out here in the water and see about doing some kayaking. Okay, 3 other parts that this kayak comes with is a fin for the bottom to help you steer, and then 2 seats. I'm only going to put in 1 seat because I don't have a partner with me. So basically what this seat has is it's got Velcro, and it just attaches to the Velcro down here, and then you clip them in here just to keep them secure in these belt buckles. Alright, so I got my kayak ready. I got my seat in. I put it towards the back so I can have all my gear up towards the front. And one thing that's very important when you're kayaking or out on the water, always wear a life jacket. So I'm going to throw in my low profile, throw this on. I'll be good to go. If I do fall out and I need the life jacket, you just pull on this cord and it'll inflate right away. So I'll leave a link to this life jacket in the description below if you want to check that out. Got my paddles here. This is pretty handy. It comes in several pieces. All you gotta do is click it together and you're ready to go. Hi guys. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to put on my fin. We're going to get out on the water. tested out the kayak. Seems like it's good to go. It's holding air, so let's go ahead and get some fishing tackle and maybe do some fishing. All right, I'm on the water and gonna fish here in a little bit as soon as I find a good spot. A little tough to fish out of this because it's so low profile, but making do, I guess. There's a bunch of fish jumping up along the bank here, so I just kind of casting towards the bank at different angles. One thing you really want to be cautious of is when you got hooks in here, make sure that they don't poke a hole or else you're screwed. So what I'm doing is I'm just keeping my hooks at a certain point on my fishing pole and just keeping it on my lap here, making sure it doesn't get anywhere close to the blow up kayak, because that would suck. Well, the wacky worm really isn't working too well, so I busted out this crappie jig, this pink and green crappie jig. There's some bluegill in here too, so try to catch some bluegill. Well, I haven't caught nothing yet, but been getting some bites. I've switched to the Guggen Baits Bandito bug because the wacky worm just wasn't getting anything to bite. So there's been some stuff hitting on this Bandito bug, though. I think they're bluegill, which will be too small to get the hook in their mouths. Well, that stinks. I got a bad backlash on my spider line here, so I'm gonna give that up, and I'm gonna have to take that home and get that fixed. But yeah, it's never fun if you ever run into that. So yep, I'm down to one pole, so as soon as I get this mess all sorted out, I will see about fishing with the other pole. So meantime, I did want to mention something here. Anytime you gotta cut your line, be sure to save it and keep it with you. Do not just pitch it out into the water, because wildlife can get tangled into this and die. So always make sure that anytime you gotta get rid of some fishing line off of your reel, be sure to save it and throw it away properly. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wad this up and put it in my backpack, so when I get back home I can throw it away properly and not leave it out here for wildlife to get into. So keep that in mind. My wife decided to join me. She's part of the outdoor army. That's for you, Jess. Outdoor army has joined. Yeah, we're gonna go kayaking. Here we go. Want to try to catch a fish?
No.
Oh, there was one. Big one over there.
It wasn't as much fun as I thought it was going to be.
Oh, really? Why?
We're just sitting here.
Let's see if we can catch a fish.
Don't hook me. I told him not to hook me and he tried to hook me. Not cool, outdoor army. Not cool.
What?
I got lake on me.
Huh?
I got lake on me.
Let's say outdoor army. My wife is a pretty good camera person and good looking too. Oh, got fish on, got a bluegill, I think. Yep, got a bluegill. Caught it on a crappie jig, pink and chartreuse. So I did not get skunked on this first fishing kayak trip. Yeah, and it took my wife to be in here as a camera girl. Thank you, Lindsay.
I hear a noise.
It's a fish. Try to catch another one?
I just feel like you guys need to know the story behind the story. He reeled that fish in and then threw it back out there because the camera wasn't on. So it's all a lie.
It's not like I have a bluegill as a pet at home, and then I just brought it with me, and then decided to throw it on my hook and throw it out there for you guys to watch. I legit caught it. Did I not legit catch it?
Yeah, I guess.
There's another one.
This, folks, this is live. This is a live situation.
Another bluegill. I think this is the hot spot, Lindsay. You took us right to the hot spot. Right to the hot spot. Right there, Outdoor Army. You want to take it off? You want to release it?
No.
Hey, put the GoPro in the water. Let's see if he'll capture it.
No.
Please?
I don't trust myself.
Another little guy. Bluegill are pretty fun to catch. They may be a little, but they're fun. Give up a nice little fight. Check out this boxer turtle right over here. Catching a little sun. Well, that's gonna do it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Little bluegill catching. Wife got to come out here and join me in the kayak. Maybe you'll go out there and purchase yourself a kayak if you don't have anything yet. So anyway, thanks for watching. If you like this, please hit that like button. And if you want to watch more of these, hit the subscribe button too. Till then, good luck fishing to you.